Fed. I know, I've been talking about the Fed a lot recently, but that's because there's a lot to talk about. But this is something a little bit different. You know, a few weeks ago, I was talking about comments that President Trump had made about the Fed and the fact that he wasn't going to fire him. But then he did make some comment about, well, if it was for cause, if it was for, some sort of an illegal act, and I was like kind of rolling my eyes like, what does that even mean? Well, something's been brewing, and this week, Anna Luna sent over a criminal referral for perjury against Jerome Powell. This just happened on July 21st, and this is in regards to statements made during his congressional testimony on June 25th. So let's unpack this a little bit. To me, this obviously seems like a witch hunt. There's no question. We know with 100% certainty what the president would like to see. We know what, many other, there's been some economists that have called for Jerome Powell's resignation. We know how Scott Besson feels. We kind of know how, we know kind of what the pressure has been against Jerome Powell. This just seems like another attack in that same direction. And I personally think this is an attempt to get him to resign. But what is this all about? What is this perjury case about? Well, it all stems around the renovation project that is currently ongoing with the Federal Reserve building. So they're in a very dated building. And so there's been some renovations done to update the building, make it safe for those people that occupy that building on a regular basis. And the testimony's been that, it's dilapidated, it's in bad repair, and these are needed updates. Now, I don't know, guys. The bill for this renovation is $2.4 billion. So that seems pretty substantial to me. I mean, look, I'm no expert at what it costs to build a commercial building, but I have watched some different, podcasts and discussions about this. And, they were showing examples of like whole buildings that were built for less money than what this renovation costs. But this isn't really about the cost of the renovation. It was about statements made about the renovation and some of the more extravagant, upgrades that had been done, we'll say luxury upgrades. And Jerome Powell said that there was no luxury upgrades, and they're claiming that this was perjury. This was a misrepresentation, lying under oath to Congress about some of these upgrades. I think this has to do with a VIP dining room, some extravagant use of marble, and, a couple other, things about the building. The other misstatement that they're claiming is that Jerome Powell said that this is a very aged building that's never had any updates. And apparently there was a fairly substantial update to the building that started in 1999 and was completed in 2003, and that was completely omitted from the statement. Yet it's clearly, documented that this all happened.